It's Friday. Welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdirabai. Hope you had yourself a fantastic week. So much happened. Let's take a look at some of the things that were trending this week. Netflix is in trouble again, alright? So now the entertainment service has just introduced Swahili subtitles, but it's just not right. Do you have your Huduma number or not? We'll hear what the panelists have got to say. All right, so now the KRA officials, I feel like it was a movie. Let's just start there. But it's okay. We're going to be talking about that. The hashtag is, of course, TTTT at the Trend Live is how you say hello. Meet the panelists today. Looking like a queen. Nasra.
Yeah,
all right.
Hey,
ni Ramadan. Hi, Cindy.
Hey.
Hi, YY.
Good,
how you guys doing? Kuna mekujabisha YY. Huh?
New cuteness inanisumbua. Every guy has to be a member of the Cute Boys Association.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's actually how we choose.
Register.
Yeah, it's naja kuregister huduma number. Lakini ana kuregister Cute Boys Association. I see how that works. All right, so now listen. I know Cindy's been asking for this phone. I will try.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I've been talking to my people over at Oppo to see how this could work. Now, the Oppo F11 Pro, this device for me is a favorite. Immediately, you just turn it into selfie mode. Immediately, you just see. Oh, look at that. Some emojis to just play around with. I really like this phone. It immediately just, it's almost like naturally just comes with all the social media filters and effects, and it's incredible. 39,999, and it could be yours. Now, the one thing that I love about it is something called a VOOC flash charge. You charge it for about 5 minutes, you have 2 hours of talk time. 5-minute charge for 2 hours of talk time, imagine, which is absolutely amazing. Plus, when you charge it for about, let's see, so your full charge, you use it for about 16 hours. That's awesome.
Wow.
It really is. All right, so now our first story. Let's talk about KRA. Now, I know that you guys saw this story. It trended the entire week, pretty much. Now, the Kenya Revenue Authority's Customs and Border Control Unit has, they looked like they were smuggling something. I'm not sure what exactly was happening. But of course, getting into trouble once again and making headlines with, there was a container that was found somewhere. There was, just different irregularities. Cindy.
Yeah. They look like the Wu-Tang Clan, didn't they? It's like they were going to drop the biggest beat of all time, all hooded and everything. It was very interesting to look at. I like that the DCI is doing something. I like that we feel that there's a war on graft. I'm the skeptical Kenyan who thinks, I think the small fish were caught and the big fish are still sitting in their office filing their tax returns. If we can see faces, if we can see names, we see departments, and finally some traction, my faith will be restored.
We're not going to see any faces. That I don't think it's going to happen.
Not any faces?
No.
On a serious note, I think tax is something that is very important to the country. For our infrastructure, for our development, for our upkeep as a country, you know. So anyone that is evading tax is supposed to be prosecuted, and if there's anyone that is trying to obstruct justice, obstruction of justice, wanafaa washikwe. Na kama vile wamevaa kama, I think hao tu pia ni better actors and actresses. Wanafaa waingie hiyo. You've watched La Casa de Papel?
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
Money.
No.
You don't watch Money Heist?
No.
It's a
Oh my
series of
goodness.
movie, I don't know.
Oh.
It's very
Wanakuanga wameenda kurob bank na wamevaa hivyo. Unaget?
That's your mothers, you don't watch movies.
No, we don't.
Bella Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Yeah. Uliona?
Niliona. Hiyo movie ama hii ya KRA.
The movie zote mbili.
Zote mbili niliona. Na venye alikuwa amevaa hizo mahudi na nini. Unajua wasanii pia wanapenda kuvaa hivyo. Niliona Butita last week alikuwa amevaa kama wao. So ni kama anafaa kukujiwa pia.
The high school. Cute Boys Association.
Because they dress like that most of the times. Hata wao nimemwona mara kadhaa hoodie na glasses.
No.
Yeah.
No,
to run away from your responsibilities.
Quick question, you guys though.
Yes.
Do you have your huduma number? Ukweli?
Imagine I got mine today.
You did?
Shamelessly.
You got yours?
Yeah. I felt, I succumbed to pressure. I was a rebel until I looked at the expiry of my passport and I was like,
huko mara 3. Kila siku naenda 5 in the morning. Napata niko number 67. Yani like mbona narauka and people ni kama watu walilala hapo wanakesha.
Mimi naye marafiki friends have lied to me. They have misled. They were many mislead. They have misled me. They told me let us not take this thing. We are not doing this.
I know.
The government has not explained to us expressively why. Honestly speaking, I think we have not. There's no serious sensitization about this. Most of us are just doing it because kuna pressure na nini. But if you're asked properly, you would not even explain why this huduma namba inachukuliwa.
We are doing it because we were told there's no M-Pesa. Hey!
Sasa the same phrase
with my money. Fight.
The same phrase waliniambia tusichukue kitu. Asubuhi niliona asubuhi good morning people.
I think kitu hata ifai kuitwa huduma namba, hujuma namba. Because unarauka, hiyo ni hujuma manze.
Okay, it's too crazy.
Look at those, so those were pictures earlier today. You know, people with their families, you know. And you know, the people who work for buses, of course, who didn't give them time, and they were open 7 to 5.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe today was the day. And I bet there are people who went uko selling, telling them, habari nimekuja hapa kuuza huduma namba. Unataka gani? Tuko na package kadhaa.
Yeah. My cousin, there are guys who are making money standing on the line for you. So they'll wake up, they'll take the queue, and then when it's your, they call you. Even in elections. I mean, in this country of ours, what is not sold?
First of all, I've been told that there are people, that the guys who can come to your house. Someone was like, oh, nataka watu wakuje kwako. I was like,
yeah, they come to your house and they charge you per head.
Kuna hata wenye walikuwa kwa nini kwa klabu?
Kwa club.
Your job.
But tonight I'm loving you.
And what you need to be registering for is you need to be downloading the SC mobile app, Standard Chartered, compiled more than 70 transactions that you used to have to go to do at the bank, and now it's all at the palm of your hand. So you don't have to stop doing what it is that you love to, you know, bank. You could just do it from the comfort of your home, when you're in traffic, when you're watching the show right now. So download it. It's free on both the Google Play Store and the iOS Store. We're going to be back with more. You're watching TTTT.
Oh, you've got me on my knees. Yeah, I'm begging, baby, please.
48 megapixel Oppo F11 Pro. Brilliant portrait in low light.
Beat germs with Jik. Kills 99.9% of germs on your kitchen surfaces, sponges, chopping boards, sink and fridge, and your bathroom taps, shower head, basin and surfaces. Just Jik it. Look out for our new improved packaging in store. Just Jik it.
I started using drugs when I was 24 years old.
I was 5 years old, seated on my dad's lap, and I decided that glass looks enticing. For the first time, I think in the history of Kenya, a child went to school with a hangover the next day.
I met a Nigerian guy who was doing drugs. 2 weeks to 1 month, I was already hooked. For the first time in life, I felt loved. My life got worse when this guy went outside the country and he was jailed for 1 year. I had stolen from almost everybody, and I think it got to that point, everybody was tired of me.
Creates a virtuous cycle where the economic wealth that is created benefits the community, which raises the level of education, which raises the local resources, which creates even more wealth in the future.
You are watching The Trend in association with Oppo F11 Pro.
And welcome back. At the Trend Live, TTTT is how you get to tweet us and tell us where you're watching the show from, and of course, your opinion regarding the topics that we talk about on the show. Now, listen, this charge lasts for a long time. The Oppo F11 Pro, 39,999. Now, the charge lasts for a very long time. 2 hours long, and you charge it for 5 minutes. Usually, when you charge your phone for 5 minutes, you can't do anything. You remove it from the charge, it goes off immediately. So that doesn't happen when you use the Oppo F11 Pro because of the VOOC charge. Take a look. Brilliant portrait in low light, the Oppo F11 Pro. All right, so now as we move on with the show, now a distraught little boy who captured the attention of the online community after he was invited for a party. I don't know if you guys saw the story. It also trended. It was quite big. Unfortunately, now he was supposed to be an ambassador. All right, so now, but he went for a birthday party and then he was not invited, and he was so small, like, and then he started crying, and then they said that he wasn't clean enough, and you know, do we have a video for that, Mike, regarding that? Okay, so now there was a video that came out and it trended and everyone just started being so emotional. What did you think about it, Wai?
Makeke. Matuiti maigi.
Yeah.
Enyewe
Wakati kumpatia keki, wakakata kumpatia switi.
Hiyo ni kitu inaweza kuuma sana. Kwanza umeingia mahali alafu ati watoto wanachezanga nao wanaenjoy. Sasa unaona bado unaanza kufeel ni kama you a little bit different. Huyu boy nikimwangalia poa namuelewa sana from as a little boy. Mtoto mdogo chakula si kutia kunyima mtu, chakula, maji, place ya kulala, those are things that you should not deny a child. And something ukinyima mtoto kitu, ukifanya mtoto kitu as an adult it's very easy ni kusamehe kitu, it's very easy to forget, but children don't forget the things they are taught or the things yes, they become traumatized. So mtu hata sasa hivi la meland hiyo brand ambassadorship ya keki, I'm so happy for him, and it's also a clear indication that social media ina work sana, even for artists out there when you wanna feel ni kama wanangoja sana mainstream TV. Unaget, angalia kama ule wa Tanzania wa Liquid Konki, Mama nakufa, trend itabaki kileleni, itabaki kuwa juu. You see, is endorsing products na ni social media to social media make. So out here pia wasanii don't ngoja TV, usingoje platforms kubwa. Social media is a very big platform.
It really is. It really is big. And I'm just so happy at least, you know, there was a happy ending. Because such things can really break your spirit. Can you imagine as a kid?
Yeah. So I already mentioned that when last minute I got my Huduma number today, on the queue there were 2 kids who were playing, different races, and they were playing together innocently. They didn't even know each other's names, but they were, children are so innocent. When we grow up is when we instill them with hate. As an adult, how can you look at a child and say, I'm not giving you this because of that, the other? I also have beef with neighbors who tell their kids, don't play with this other. You're already instilling hate on. Uliambiwa when you're a child, usicheze na hawa. Ama usikule kwa hawa, usiingie kwa hawa.
That's about ni kila mtu usikule.
Jua wao kuna kakitu. Mzazi alikuwa na feel.
No, but still, how can you instill hate? Let children be, let them love you, and your hate, go get your Huduma number.
No, but lakini watu wanaweza kuibisha wai. Mke wangu juzi alikuja akatuliza mbona nyumba yetu si kubwa. Like it's unfair, but well.
No, yeah, but I'm so happy for him. Pia mimi amepata hiyo job. Unajua hiyo kusema tu keki amepata amekuwa ambassador wa makeki. Sasa mimi mtu naona nyali alikosewa ni Githeri man. Walimpatia plot na simu.
Imagine.
Sasa ingekuwa yeye ndo anashikilia mashamba hii Kenya.
Manze.
Mahindi ingekuwa ni yeye ndo anashikilia cereal board yote yani.
But wapatie kijana pesa, usiseme tu alafu ikuati.
Kijana ni kweli bebe. Wampatie haki yake.
You know, Netflix is always, you know, coming under fire. There's always one thing or another. Right. I like how bold they are though. But this time round, I saw this myself. I think I don't know what I was watching, and I'm like, that does not what they're saying, what they're it doesn't read well. All right, so now Netflix, in case you don't know, is a streaming, it's an entertainment site where you get to watch different shows, you know, documentaries, movies, and all of that. They've just introduced Swahili subtitles to its TV and film services here in Kenya. But a few days later, we started noticing, okay, it is very evident that the translators are either, I don't know, Anita.
I was just about to say they sound like how Anita was sounded at the Wicked edition.
Yes, exactly. Or with Catelo.
You know, it's ridiculous. But you know, I think they have this. Have you ever typed anything Google Translate, direct translation? It's ridiculous.
Hata Instagram.
Yes.
Kitu and then you translate it. You're
It's
like,
ridiculous. So I think they just have
that.
like a Google Translate. They're just giving them random.
Yeah, it was not
Uvumi
professional.
Kuhusu wewe Kim Kardashian.
It wasn't professional enough for them to get somebody to actually do it.
Yeah.
Wanna depend on robots and computer. You understand? Kama kuna movie nilikuwa naona, nikaona huyu jamaa amesema let's go and eat. Alafu naandika hapo nitakuwa wewe.
You know the guys tattoo those Chinese, do you what tribal tattoos?
Yeah.
I bet that's what it says. You're like, what does this mean? You're like, it means the strength of a mother. That's
Sure. Exactly what I wanted to say.
Horrible.
They say, I mean, according to me, naona ni kama hata wanaweza kuwa walitumwa na Chinese. Wakuja wa revenge venye DJ Afro anaribungi Chinese. Ushaisikia vile DJ Afro anatranslate? DJ Afro, by the way, wana revenge DJ Afro.
No, but there's another. I don't know what station. I don't know what. There are these movies and they sell it.
Yeah.
They translate
It's
it.
DJ Afro.
Nini DJ Afro?
DJ Afro.
By the way,
Wewe ni
Amina ako sawa. Ako sawa.
But nasema no. Nasema ile ya Kikuyu.
That's DJ Afro.
Sasa basi lazima nikusaidie. Sorry.
Introduction. Hata mimi najua, imagine.
Amina, can you
Amina.
interview DJ Afro?
I should, right?
Cool.
Yes.
And ask him to do a live translation.
I have to. Oh gosh, I just making up things like that translated. But people are confident.
You know, you know that what you're saying
No,
is
no,
BS, but you're there.
Na unachangamkia vibaya sana.
Na watu wazima wanaona.
Unaweza pata Katelo
Watu
hivi
wakubwa kwa
tunasema.
City.
Kim.
Watu wamesoma hiki tu wenye unawadanganya.
Nairobi. You have to make this Kenya shilling one way or
By the way,
another.
ni
I think
kweli.
you have to.
Yeah.
It's true. It's quite unfortunate. All right, so now listen. A Kenyan man's wedding budget has kick-started a discussion. I bet why this one will love it. All right, so now of future weddings. Now with the focus on the ideal budget, Richie Odak had responded to a query on how much it costs to have a wedding in Kenya. He listed it as 23,500 bob.
Yes.
So now see, he went to the. Yes, he went to the mi alifanya haraka ya ofisi 800 bob for cab, alafu kulikuwa na ilikuwa ni I think
Pesa ya lawyer.
9,700
Yes.
ilikuwa kulipa kule.
Keki 3K.
Keki 3K, wanapenda keki watu wawili.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let
Kulikuwa
me
na
explain this to you. Hii ni strategy wanaume wanatumia. This is a strategy. Unaona kuna sometime back there was a wedding ya 100 bob. And eventually Kenyans ended up wakamchangia hiyo wedding ikakuja ikakuwa ya 1 million and stuff. So pia huyu anasema 23k ndio apewe Eurobond afanyiwe wedding na.
Haki ya nani?
So it's just a strategy men using. Hata mimi wangu nilimwambia, wangu pia nilimwambia aseme ana pesa tuchangiwe.
Excuse me, I know you're watching. I know you're watching. It is not going to be 23,000.
Allow me contradict Nazra.
No, it is
I want
not
to say,
possible.
I want to say that this guy is actually.
that's how she's just on a random
This
day.
guy is my hero.
23K on a wedding day.
I mean, this guy is my hero.
Yeah.
This guy has actually learned the art of not living beyond your means.
Corruption.
Doing things. No. Do things that you can actually afford. Let me give you an example.
Can you give this example after the break?
Okay,
please?
no problem.
Yes?
No
okay,
problem.
So let's do that. As we get back, all right, hashtag SC Positive Vibes. It's all about positive vibes only. As you downloaded the SC mobile app, all right? So it's free on the iOS store. It's free on the Google Play Store. Download it. It's going to take you a few minutes. Once you download it, you have a few pages you have to fill in of information. It's for security purposes. You can take a break, go do something else, and get back, or you could just finish it all together. If you deposit 2,000 bob, you get 1,000 bob for free. Hashtag SC Positive Vibes. We'll be back in a bit. And welcome back. Now, some of the tweets that we get so much on the show is, please give me that Oppo F11 Pro. You know what I like about it though, when you do finally get it, is that the front camera, once you just switch it, look at that, so it just pops right up. Can you see it? There it is. It pops right up. It's so cool. Anyway, now, oh, there it is. Where have I? Oh, no, that's close up. People will see all my problems. Let's show this guy. That's so clear. Hey, why? We are reporting live from where?
From Nation Center.
Yeah. Okay.
Massive shout out to my sister. Happy birthday, Lina.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, take a look at this video. We're gonna be back. Take a look at this video. And that's all right. That's brilliant portrait in low light, the Oppo F11 Pro. You can see 48 megapixel, 5 megapixel. You need to get it. If you are all about social media, that's the phone for you. All right, so now, in fact, speaking about social media, now Uganda's main opposition leader, Kizza Besigye, is accusing the president, Yoweri Museveni, of posting fake crowds. All right, so this is on his social media pages to make it look like he has a number, a sea of people who turn up for his political rallies. Right. So, and this is, of course, as they both try to, garner numbers ahead of the 2021 general election. So he's saying it's usually fake, and he hires them. And to be honest, I mean, with what's been going on recently, I would agree.
But he just learned from Kenya. What's the difference? During elections, there go certain crowds. There are people who are photoshopped. It's all about the angling so that the PR can look like there's so many people. It's political mind games. You know, politics, politricks.
So now, these guys, first of all, so these guys are facing the opposite side. Not side, that is side. Now listen, for the people who are watching at home, it's been photoshopped badly. The crowd is supposed to be facing the other side. As you can see, the president is there under that Kayolo tent, and then people are facing the other direction, and it's supposed to be the other side. This is so, I would, of course, someone was fired. Yeah. Someone probably went to jail over this. I feel like this is something that in UG.
Besigye must be an Arsenal fan. Yani, he's like, next time, next season, it's gonna be mine. Hey, that guy has willpower. Yeah, guys, willpower. Hey, you guys must just go to Uganda and vote for Besigye then.
What? And yeah, he's gone through a lot.
He's gone through it. He's still surviving.
At some point, you just go somewhere on holiday. I don't know.
At some point, you just decide to do a handshake, maybe, something. But him is no. We'll garner on. Well done, Besigye. We wish you well. I pray you still have all your bones.
Yes, indeed. Why looked at me? Why was like, end of the show? The show's not about you.
Every election, Besigye loses her bones.
But we have to talk about this. This one was. Listen, now my mom has been calling me all week insistently, just asking who my number. I don't know what she's been told about it. Have you guys been getting calls?
No.
What? Oh, you haven't getting calls.
But there are a lot of rumors and a lot of fear.
So imeongezewa 1 week for the people at home who have not received it. They're camping outside the chief's camp. You can go home. It's fine. They've extended it by a week. Now it was open, public holidays, weekend. So that means tomorrow it'll be open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. All right. So you can go and register the assistant chiefs in supplication. Yes. So this is in supplications around the country throughout Kila Mahali Nenda. You just need your original ID. Foreigners as well. Butita, we're talking to you. You can also go and get it. What did your mom do?
My mom nilimwandikia Happy Mother's Day. This was the text. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. May the Lord keep blessing you with good health and wealth. May you live for 1,000 years, Mama. May you stay by God's words and be protected by the Holy Spirit. I love you, Mama. The reply from my mom in capital. The ikao huduma namba tafadhali. That is in Luo means enda uchukue huduma namba tafadhali.
She didn't say thank you.
Oh, where?
God bless you.
It's here.
Unbelievable. It's okay.
Netflix would have translated it to different, by the way.
I think it's because she cares about that's really nice. She cares about you. And for all of the guys who are watching, my director Mike, yes, 23,500 for a wedding is great. Sindio?
Yes.
Sinajua Mike niyo story ya Harambee ilikuwa inamshtua kidogo because alikuwa shanza kuform WhatsApp group na ana dem. You know, so I'm like, that's not how
23,000 iko sawa for wedding.
Sindio, iko sawa kabisa. People usually put pressure on guys. It depends. The two of you should be
Why do people do weddings? Some people do weddings because it's due. You're supposed to do wedding because you can afford it. Why would you put me for WhatsApp group?
Because you've been Boko Haram.
But if you don't have money, why would you make people contribute 400? Listen, why would you make people contribute 400,000?
This is
and then after wedding,
have girlfriends for 7 years.
Yeah, exactly. Why will you date if you
the
don't
day
have
I will
money?
do a wedding, I will not put anyone on WhatsApp group. I will do that wedding with my own money. If I don't do a wedding, it's because I cannot afford it.
Yeah.
And if you put me kwa ratio group, na nilipe ratio,
Yeah.
I also have a stake in your wedding. We have paid. All of us have paid.
That is what you're saying.
We both are together.
I know this is like those people who
And he's
overshare their relationships online.
Yeah.
If you took us through your dating, you're we're vested.
Yeah.
We want to know.
If you break up, you need don't go silent, don't delete pictures.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Tell us. Call us for a meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, we're online in-laws now. It's a thing. Check it, boo. We're going to be back at 10 p.m. Yes, Nasra.
Huwezi kuwa showcase relationship yako social media and then unaolewa na 23,000.
Imagine.
Kwa nini?
Now, what will you showcase?
Una pressure machali 23,500.
Why?
Buy your bundles. Buy your bundles.
Why 2 million?
Buy your bundles. We're going to be back at 10 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.